We're developing download-exclusive software for Nintendo 3DS that supports Pokemon X and Y called Pokemon Bank. If you use Pokemon Bank, you can put your Pokemon in a box that resides on the internet and take them out as needed. In Pokemon X and Y, you can only store a limited number of Pokemon, but with Pokemon Bank, you can put Pokemon in 100 different boxes. That's 3,000 total Pokemon you can store in Pokemon Bank. Also, you can easily search for any Pokemon you need from Pokemon Bank with a variety of search options, so you don't need to worry about not being able to find what you're looking for, even if you have many Pokemon stored there. For those who want to collect as many different kinds of Pokemon as possible, or someone who wants to train many Pokemon for battles or tournaments, Pokemon Bank is the perfect tool. Additionally, you can transfer Pokemon that you collected in Pokemon Black, Pokemon White, Pokemon Black 2, and Pokemon White 2 to Pokemon X and Y. For this, you use another application that works together with Pokemon Bank called Poke Transporter. When you use Poke Transporter with a Nintendo 3DS system and with Pokemon Black, Pokemon White, Pokemon Black 2, or Pokemon White 2 in the card slot, you can transfer Pokemon from your 3DS to your Pokemon Bank box on the internet. Then, through Pokemon Bank, you can move your transferred Pokemon into Pokemon X and Pokemon Y. For everyone who's played the Pokemon series for a long time, I'm sure all the Pokemon that you have trained are very important to you. So I hope you can take them with you and make them come alive in Pokemon X and Pokemon Y. You can download Poke Transporter as an add-on after purchasing and downloading Pokemon Bank. We're currently developing both with the goal of making them easy and convenient for everyone to use. We'll release more information on the official Pokemon website as it becomes available, so please stay tuned.
Optional services like Pokemon Bank and Poke Transporter will give you the option to keep your Pokemon, which were only stored on handheld systems in the past, correct?
Yes, that's correct. For several years, we talked about a way Pokemon games could have a service that lets people put their Pokemon in the cloud and then take them out as needed. Our conversation certainly served as a vision for the Pokemon Bank and Poke Transporter. And now, it's becoming a reality.
I think everyone has Pokemon that they put their hearts into training and eventually become stronger as their journey went on. In other words, the save data has the best memories for players. So, when you think about long-term relationships with our customers, we thought we should have a service that let customers store their Pokemon. I think we've talked about this for 5 years or so. And finally, it's coming true.
Actually, the other day, I had the opportunity to talk with Shoko Nakagawa. And, as everyone knows, she loves Pokemon.
I read her book and was so surprised. She's so enthusiastic.
Then, at the end of the interview, she told me that she wished I would create something like Pokemon Bank. She wanted her Pokemon that she trained to be securely stored and passed down to her kids and grandkids.
Kids and grandkids.
She wanted something like Pokemon Bank because she wanted her kids and grandkids to remember that their grandma fought battles using Charizard. At that time, I couldn't tell her about it. But now it's official. We are making Pokemon Bank.
Mr. Masuda, did you agree with the idea of making such a service a reality?
Well, I have also had the concept of Pokemon Bank for a long time. So, of course, I agreed. I wanted to collect all the Pokemon data and send it to a server using a mobile adapter in Pokemon Crystal. My idea expanded from that point on. Now with the cloud that can store all that data, it's reliable and able to provide customers with a fun service that's different from just trading Pokemon.
In past Pokemon games, we did release software that let players transfer Pokemon, such as Pokemon Box, Ruby and Sapphire for Nintendo GameCube, which let players store Pokemon from the Game Boy Advance Pokemon series. Also, My Pokemon Ranch, a WiiWare title, let players store Pokemon from the series released for Nintendo DS, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. Pokemon Bank, a downloadable tool for the 3DS, is a paid service that will allow players to have secure and convenient access. Because this will be a long-term service that requires management and maintenance of the system to store Pokemon, as well as compatibility with future titles, there will be an annual fee. Pokemon Bank will be released on Nintendo eShop later this year.